They got Chewbacca in this joint? Sorry for World of Warcraft fans out there. Look at this lighting, oh my gosh. It's cool because in video games you can create magic hour whenever. In film, we only have 2 to 4 hours a day to shoot in that lighting. That's the dragon from Game of Thrones.
That looks like us, but better!
What's up, Gamology, and welcome to another episode of Experts React. My name is William Rouse. I'm a writer, director, and cinematographer, and also the star player on your local badminton team. And today, we will be reviewing a couple trailers from WoW, aka World of Warcraft. Let's go.
The day you were born, the very forests of Lordaeron whispered the
It's
name.
cool. It's like telling a story, but it's just like a frozen image. It's explaining the character. That's cool. Oh. Blizzard Entertainment presents. Probably need to hire that guy for this trailer. The voiceover guy. It's beautiful. Look at the light. Oh. I love how these video game trailers, they introduce characters with a footstep or some type of logo or emblem that the fans of these games would know without saying who it is. It's a great tool and a great tactic that they use to really sell these stories. And again, they're using that 235-239 aspect ratio to tell more of a cinematic story. So for some reason, those wide bars just mean cinema. But I love it. And look at the light. It's gorgeous. It's bouncing off the shoulder and falling off. There's a lot of ratios and dimension here. Look at the long shadows. The light is softer, it's more subtle. It's more to the side rather than on top. It's a trick that we use a lot in filmmaking. That's great. I feel like that's the sound that should have been there instead of, but that's another story. So now we're introducing another character, a series of characters, or monster. And look at this hero shot with it behind it showing there's a lot that a composition of a frame is saying by just putting the characters in a certain position in the frame. That's the dragon from Game of Thrones.
That looks like us, but better!
Look at the lighting, how the lighting is just falling off in the background. That's gorgeous. And it built. So it started with this one character frozen. Once that character was summoned, he summoned the dragon. And then the army was summoned. Just like in any other great story, the story's going like this. Getting you at the edge of your seat, making you want it more.
You shall be king.
Wow.
As before.
Yo, look at the camera movement. The lighting, it's all close-ups. It's an intense situation. You hear the music. Stakes are high. We don't know what's going on, but you know there's something going on just based off of how the cuts are done, how the angles.
I've seen kingdoms burn and watched brave heroes die in vain.
Check out this shot. Like, in an actual movie, this is so expensive and impossible to do. In video games, like, literally the world is endless. You're only limited to your imagination. I think that's so cool that they're bringing these imaginative stories, ideas, and concepts, but making them cinematic at the same time. This is something that I never thought we'd get to, but this is a game, y'all. It's not a movie. Like, it's incredible. This would cost so much as a movie to shoot and create. Probably does as a game too, but. And look how the camera's zooming in and zooming out. It's creating inertia, it's creating constant energy. And look how close the camera is to the action. Like, you're not doing that in real life. Pay attention to colors. Colors can mean a lot of things in film. In this trailer, for example, they correlated the green with evil. You know, you go back to movies like The Wizard of Oz, The Wicked Witch of the West. She's green. She's a hideous green. Certain movies, I believe Lord of the Rings had some elements of green in their dark energy. But yeah, green can be used a lot of things. It can be used for nature and trees and life. But the fury of the green and the neonness of this made it surreal. I really thought that was cool how they used that color to insinuate darkness and evil. The reason why we love this character is because we can relate to him. In the beginning, we saw a picture of his son. And now he's in war. He wants to see his son again though, but we don't know if he's going to based off of this. This could be the end. That's storytelling.
But to preserve it, you must be willing to fight.
That was great. So the story is going up. I just appreciate all these artists and what they're doing. Look at this. This was all one take. All this happened in one take without cutting. All this action. Boom. World of Warcraft. Legion. I mean, that aerial shot is sick. And the music, it's low, it's tone, it's dark.
Ours is a cycle of hatred.
Talking about hatred, you're at the bottom of the frequency of the piano. Usually dealing with darker tones, deal with darker stories.
And we have forgotten what makes us strong.
It's dark. This is great.
Lordaeron will be ours!
So they're introducing a character right here.
We have her cornered.
So now we see our two main characters, the king and this pink lady thing. They got Chewbacca in this joint? Damn. I love how they, just the cinematography in this. Look how close you are to the action. These slow push-ins on our characters. Pushing in, you see the hands, is destruction. They're giving you a lot of story within shots that they're not necessarily saying or giving exposition. Look how they can't, like, it's incredible camera work that they're using. Looking below, she's looking up to her, looking up to her. Uh-oh. That slow pushing, get to really see his rage and his anger as he goes forward. Look at that steady aerial as it's moving across. The camera's work is very, very smooth in this still because it's very cinematic. But the sound design and the camera movement pushing in and pulling out is telling an immense story. So right now, based off of just this scene where his helmet came off, was the first time you were able to relate to his character because we saw he was human. And we saw that he has flaws and imperfections. When we first met this character, he was wearing a mask and you saw his knife. You didn't know who was good or evil. And we as human beings relate to that character more than we relate to the Barney looking creature. Sorry for World of Warcraft fans out there.
Stand as one for the Alliance!
For the Alliance, y'all. He won my heart.
I thought I smelled the stench of Alliance pigs. Control yourself.
Storytelling, y'all, at its finest. That was great. Wow.
Ice Crown.
Establishing our world. Starting with the wide, seeing our space. Introducing our characters now. Look how the moon or whatever that light is reflecting off of the stairs. Creating these shadows. It's all dimension. If you saw these pictures or things without light, they would kind of stack. But the lighting creates the shadows and creates the shapes in the space. It's all an illusion that lighting can create when done properly. Look at the shadows from the sun hitting the mountain, silhouetting all of these characters. That close up, you're looking up to him still. He has a sense of power because you're looking up to this character. Look at this lighting, oh my gosh. It's cool because in video games you can create magic hour whenever. In film, we only have 2 to 4 hours a day to shoot in that lighting. Golly. Look at that, it's gorgeous. Now it's quiet, something's gonna happen. The sound, here it comes. It's building. You hear the violin getting higher in pitch. It's all building inertia, movement, energy. Now she's in power. Look how the power dynamic has changed. Now we're looking up to her instead of eye level.
That power will be your prison.
This world
This is my
is
prison.
a prison.
That was kind of cheesy. I have seen a character arc in her story based off of the trailers. In one trailer, she was our protagonist. In another, she's our antagonist. They shot her differently in the previous trailer. This one was a lot more methodical, a lot closer, a lot wider, and they really tried to show the power that this woman possesses compared to the last trailer where they were essentially just showing you who she was and how she can dominate a battle. It's kind of what I got from it. Yeah, and she got cut ups in the last battle. She had a little whoop-de-whoop scar on this one.
And I will set us all free.
Power to the people, sister. This is great. I love these worlds that they bring you into right away. Look at the moon behind us silhouetting the world. Like, this is an experience, a world that we're about to immerse ourselves in, and there's a story here. Once again, the use of color, I think green is really representing some sorts of evil. I'm not sure exactly, but
Claim your destiny.
I'm guessing it is a dark drink. Using green for darkness. Look how the green cauldron is lighting his face as well in the close-ups. Green, using green to represent evil, that's so cool to me. Usually I'm used to seeing reds and fire, red fire as evil, but this is very menacing. And we're looking up to this immense character, and we're looking down on his point of view. And yes, that is the eye direction, but there's also something to say in the psychology of the height of the camera. I love how they're lighting this entire thing with fire and explosives. That's what's lighting these scenes. Damn. Look at how it's silhouetting this fire, this immense fire is silhouetting his massive figure. That's cinema, it's amazing. And now they're using the embers and they're using the fire from a battle to light these scenes. It's all motivated, it's all intentional.
Destiny.
Hero shot.
Times change.
Another hero shot.
We will never be slaves.
Look how the moon is silhouetting the world in the back. It's gorgeous. Like, the guys that do these things are very, very impressive. Now look at the world. The world is different. It's very immersive how they're bringing you into the story, but they're only showing you what they want you to see. There's so much detail that goes into these. It probably takes them years to create something like this. It's incredible. Those are some great trailers from World of Warcraft. I can't personally say that I'm too intrigued by that world, but I will say that the creators and developers did an amazing job in immersing us into the worlds that they created. The cinematography is great, the camera movement is great, and the way that they really told these mini stories within a matter of 2 to 3 minutes each time takes an incredible amount of skill that I think they did a great job with. Thanks guys for tuning into another episode of Experts React. I'm William Rouse. You can follow me on Instagram at William E. Rouse. And for more, be sure to follow Gamology on YouTube or Facebook. I'm out. The lead in Steve Harvey's new biopic. And today... Okay. And today we'll be reviewing... Well, okay.